Am I already zoomed out? Oh. Ooh. Oh. My lash got caught. Alright, hi everybody. Back with another video. Welcome to my channel. I am Shauna. But hi, hey. How you doing? Today I'm going to talk about ringing in your ears and what the spiritual meaning is. Now, I will only recommend listening to the information in this video if you've gone to the doctor's office and said, hey, my ear's ringing, and they've looked in your ear and they haven't found anything. Now, usually it's a medical condition called tinnitus, and it comes from having like an ear infection or some type of imbalance going on in there somewhere. But if doctors checked you out and they don't see anything that's going on, then possibly the issue could be spiritual. I mean, is my light up? Is this good? I think maybe just a cloud might have passed by. But, you know, like I said, if you've been to the doctor's office, they've taken a look in your ear, they're not really finding anything, then this might be something spiritual. Now, you can have ringing in your right ear, you can have ringing in your left ear. There's different meanings for both sides. At that point, once you get the ringing, what they say is try to listen to the frequency and pay attention to the pitch and how long it lasts. I will also pay attention to what you're thinking about when you started to hear the ringing. Okay, so I'm looking at some websites and I have two that I'm actually referencing. The first one, what is the name of this? I'll just put it in the description box because ringing in your ear might be a sign your clairaudience is opening up. What clairaudience is a psychic sense of hearing, or that your spirit guides, angels, or a spirit is trying to communicate with you. Some people also experience that spiritual phenomena is whispering in the ear. I haven't experienced whispering. It's just like I get a lot of ringing in my ears. I mean, as long as I don't have an ear infection, I'm fine with it. Now, they gave examples. They say some psychic mediums will say that clairaudience sounds come through one specific ear, such as the left are a guide and from the right is a spirit, and then that's how they discern the difference. Interesting. Rest assured that if the sound is high frequency, then that means it's positive energy rather than lower frequency. So if you hear like something like low, like not like high pitched, like it doesn't sound cheery, think of it as like cartoons. Remember you used to watch cartoons on Saturday morning, and like the cheery music would mean that Bugs Bunny is coming, and then the bad music could be like a bear or something like that. I don't know. They do it all the time. Billy and Mandy, SpongeBob, whichever one. Let's see. Yeah, they actually say be still, breathe, and really tune in. Yeah, pay attention to how you feel when the ear starts ringing. Take note of the thoughts that you're having when your ear rings. Of course, pay attention to the pitch and the frequency of it so that you can know if it's like a positive warning or if it's like, yeah, you're doing good or something like that. So, the spiritual meaning of ringing in your right ear. If it's in your right ear, then usually it's something positive. You can take it as a good sign. In any event, like that's why I said to pay attention to what you're thinking, because usually it means that you have some good news coming. So pay attention to what you're thinking. Like if you're thinking, oh, I can apply for this job. Say if you went on a job interview and you're thinking about how that job interview went, you're like, oh, I'm hoping that it went good, and you have ringing in your right ear, that's a good sign. Like you may have gotten the job. I probably at that point can almost guarantee you that you got the job. But once again, y'all should pay attention to the disclaimer at the beginning. I'm in no way responsible for any of your choices. Just saying, you got to pay attention. Some of this stuff is, you know, Let's see. Yeah, so like I said, if you have ringing in your right ear, then that means that you got the job. Now, in the left ear is going to be more so of a warning. So pay attention to what you're thinking there. Now, if you're thinking, man, I wonder if so-and-so is somewhere telling my business. And you get some ringing in your left ear, they telling your business. Now, what I also find weird that the site also states that tinnitus, which is like the physical, issue instead of like the spiritual part, can sound like ringing, buzzing, whooshing, humming, hissing, throbbing, music, or singing. How you gonna hear singing or music in your ear? You have an ear infection. That's not even normal. That's not natural. I don't know. And as a bonus, if you guys wanted to know more about clairaudience, I'll give you 11 signs that you are clairaudient. Let's see here. This can be interesting. And I'll go ahead and link this list in the description just in case you are excited to know more. Number 1, you can sometimes hear a TV, radio, or talking in the distance with no source on. Number 2, you often have conversations with yourself in the shower, car, or while alone. They say this is a sign you are talking to your guides with internal clairaudience. Number 3, you hear or speak voices within your mind that are rational, encouraging, and offer ideas. In other words, if you sit to yourself like this, and you sit there and you can say in your head, okay, everything is okay, everything is okay, everything is okay, then you're probably clairaudient. Number 4, you've heard whispering around you, down the hall, or through a baby monitor. Sometimes it's gentle and loving. It has never happened to me. Let's see, you've heard someone say your name while no one is present. That's number 5. Number 6 is you've heard strange noises around the house, such as banging, knocking, and creaking. All the time. All the time. Number 7, they say, number 7 is you've heard buzzing or ringing sounds with no explanation. Not like a doorbell. No. Number 8 is, and by the way, I've had number 7. Number 8 is your ears have popped, such as traveling on an airplane or diving in water. But obviously your ears are going to pop if you're on an airplane or diving in water. We're talking about like if you're walking down the street, if you just woke up in the morning, if you getting ready for your day, you're minding your business, and then they pop. So let's see. The explanation they give is the spiritual meaning of ears popping can be a sign you are sensitive to pressure changes, which can come with sensing energy changes. Now we're going to move on to number 9. You often hear things that others can't, such as hums in human-made machines or airplanes in the sky before others do. Do they mean white noise? I don't know. Number 10, you've heard muffled speaking or sounds as though it's coming through underwater. You've heard this out in the woods. I don't go out in the woods. You know how I feel about people that go out in the woods. What are you doing there? Not I. Oh, ma'am. Number 11, this is the last one. You're known for giving advice, and when you're finished, everyone is surprised, including you, at the divinity of the message, which is a sign of channeling. Now, I have given advice where you could look at me and be like, well, I don't know how she's supposed to know that, but I'll be knowing, and I shock myself. I'm like, oh, okay, look at me. I channel all the time. This whole video was probably a channel. So they say if you notice 7 or more of the signs above, you may be clairaudient, which means you may be able to hear spirit as well as exhibit some level of telepathy. Cool. The ability to see, hear, and sense those in spirit is easier and starts earlier in your spiritual development. Starts earlier in your spiritual development than you may think. Clairaudience is a lot like being a satellite receiver, and depending on what frequency you are on will determine the types of messages you pick up. Now when they say you attract what you are, they ain't lying. To develop clairaudient gifts, I usually recommend clearing and refining your energy field first. It's essential to manage your mood, your emotions, your thoughts as you awaken physically. Doing so will keep you on the wavelength you want to be. Wow. Okay. Wow. Start paying attention to what you're sending out there. If you notice yourself sending something you'd rather not, course correct to a new channel by shifting your mood. Why am I talking so slowly? Let's try it again. Most people are familiar with clairaudience in terms of psychics communicating with their spirit guides or mediums. For telepathic safety, know you can generally only read the thoughts in someone's energy if they have spiritually or emotionally open permission for you to do so. That is so cool. So let me know how many you guys got off the list. Let me see. Let me count out how many. I only got 6. Interesting. Alright, thank you so much for watching my video. This is today's makeup, just to make this relevant to my channel, of course. Let's see, let me try to close my eyes. Is this on straight? There it is. So let me put my glasses on that I ain't wore nowhere because of COVID.